In the Champions League finals, Arsenal played against PSG. PSG started the match with a 4-3-3 formation with Dembele leading the attack. Arsenal went with a 4-2-3-1 formation with Lewis Skelly and Rice playing as holding midfielders, and Havertz leading the line. PSG dominated possession. Arsenal took the lead in the 5th minute through a shot into the roof of the net from a tight angle by Havertz. He had won the Champions League for Chelsea. PSG tried in vain to equalize in the first half. Arsenal absorbed the pressure and were resolute in defense. PSG equalized in the second half when Mosquera brought down Caravacelia, and Dembele went to Reyes' right with his right foot to equalize for PSG via the penalty spot. The game ended up going to extra time. Tiredness and cramps set in for both teams. Arsenal exhausted all their substitutions with Gyökeres, Eze, Martinelli, Madueke, Timber, and Zubimendi seeing some action. PSG saved their substitutions and brought on Ramos, Barcola, and Zaire Emery. Shout out to Rice, who covered every blade of grass on the field. Madueke appeared to have been brought down in the 101st minute. Replays showed he had actually held the PSG defender. The referee then proceeded to book Arteta and Rice for protesting his decision. The first half of extra time ended up with no goals. The second half was a cagey affair. PSG seemed to run out of ideas. Credit to Arsenal, who stopped PSG from playing their attacking, free-flowing football. Arsenal were courageous. They end up with a corner kick with a minute to go. Madueke takes the corner kick and the ball pinged about. We went to penalties. This is a lottery. On balance of play, it's a fair result. First time in 10 years the finals had gone to penalties. It's 50-50. Rare for me is the better goalkeeper. Let the mind games begin. Luis Enrique had never lost a penalty shootout for PSG prior to today. PSG ended up taking the first penalty. Ramos scored a post-stage stamp top right corner. Gyökeres took the first penalty for Arsenal and placed it low to the keeper Safanov's left, 1-1. Doué scored for PSG, placing it low to Reyes' left. Eze takes the second for Arsenal. Eze stuttered and dragged it wide. The keeper Safanov did not move. Advantage PSG. Mendes, the defender, took the third penalty. Raya needed to be brave and save the penalty. He dived low to his left to make a brilliant save. 2-1 PSG. Rice took the third penalty and studied low to the keeper's left. Good nerves of steel by the captain. Hakimi sends Raya the wrong way and slots it to the keeper's right. Martinelli sent the keeper the wrong way and put it to the keeper's right. Scored and put it to Raya's left. And Gabriel, for me, the player of the match, stepped up to take the fifth penalty. He skied it. My heart goes out to Arsenal. Undefeated heading into the finals. They can hold their heads up high. They were less than 40 minutes away from winning. He showed courage. I was surprised he was the fifth penalty taker. PSG were given a very good fight by Arsenal. PSG first side to retain the Champions League trophy since Real Madrid in 2015. In the Unity Cup, Nigeria took on Jamaica in the finals. The Super Eagles defeated the Reggae Boys at the Valley Stadium in Charlton 3-0 with a brace by Yusuf and a goal by Moffi. The first goal came off a throw-in and a flick in the box. The Jamaican goalie saved the initial effort, but Yusuf was on hand to tuck in the rebound. The Porto striker Moffi scored the second goal in the 56th minute after a giveaway by Jamaica in their own half of the field. I guess they were doing a promotion, and he got a cross into the box by Aziz for him to power a header into the net. Yusuf scored his second after a counterattack in injury time in the 91st minute to slot the ball past the keeper. Zimbabwe secured third place by defeating India 1-0 with a penalty by Dube. We turned our attention to the World Cup in less than 2 weeks, with Mexico playing South Africa Bafana Bafana at the Estadio Azteca in Mexico City on Thursday, June the 11th, 2026. Who do you see winning the World Cup this time? Will it be Germany, France, Spain, Holland, etc.? Can Argentina repeat as champions? Can football finally come home to England? What about Portugal? Can one of the new teams spring a surprise? Can an African country go all the way to win the World Cup? Morocco made it to the semifinals in Qatar 2022 World Cup, defeating Spain and Portugal along the way. Thank you for listening. Like, comment, and subscribe on all social media platforms. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn. Mr. Football, aka Soccer, signing off. Make it a great day.